Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the FIFA 18 Road to Glory, episode number 20 today. And in today's episode, guys, we're going to be going into some FUT Champs gameplay. We're also going to be talking about this Informed Zaha card, which is an absolute god, an absolute legend. And we're also going to be opening up our squad battles rewards. Should be a very eventful episode. Hopefully you guys are ready and excited. And this is the team that we took into the weekend league. But before we get into any games, I just want to say that from now onwards, guys, for my FUT Champs games, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be showing you guys every 8th game, as well as leaving the record, the current record, before I go into the match in the bottom, either left or right corner. I haven't decided yet, but it should be there on your screen right now. So that should be very, very interesting. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I was chilling in my boy Kyren's stream. I'll leave a link to his Twitch down below. You guys could go follow him out. He's a brand new Twitch streamer, and he's actually doing pretty well. I believe he's over 400 followers already, which is absolutely sensational. Congrats to you, man. But I was chilling in a stream and talking to some of his followers, and my boy Max, who's also been checking out my videos. Max, I believe his username was like I'm too good FYI. He basically said that I do really like your FUT Champs gameplay and all that sort of stuff, but could you show a bit more of progression? Just a bit of, you know, constructive criticism, and I really, really like that. If you guys want to leave any constructive criticism for me down in the comments below, please do that, and hopefully it will better the videos. But basically he said that I really, really like the things, but I just want to see a bit more of a progression, a bit more of what actually happens within the weekend league. Because obviously I show you guys my first 2 games, and then like my last 2 games, and you guys don't get to see the middle parts, all the juicy parts, how I'm actually going over the weekend and all that sort of stuff. So I'm definitely going to be doing that from now on, and hopefully it should be a bit interesting, guys. But let's get straight into the weekend league discussion. And this weekend league I managed to go 28 and 12, and you guys might be saying, man, you're just doing the same thing over and over again. And to that I would say, yes, I am. But the thing is, guys, that this weekend I actually feel like I played the best FIFA I've ever played in FIFA 18. And especially considering the patch doesn't allow for, like, I feel like this new patch, what it has done is it's killed passing gameplay. Like, you can get good passes sometimes, but sometimes, like, I'll be passing just like a nice ball, just like a straight normal pass. It will just go straight to my opponent, and then they're one-on-one, and it's a goal. Like, there are so many times that happen, but, like, considering the new patch and all this sort of stuff, and I also feel like the gameplay is really sluggish, considering all this stuff, I feel like I played the best FIFA gameplay I have played in quite a while, and the reason for this was, I don't know what it was, but my combination play this weekend was just really good. I was finding nice passes, I was breaking down my opponent really, really nicely, and I was actually defending definitely decently. However, guys, when I got to the 19 game mark, I was, I believe, 16 and 3, and then that's when the decline happened, and I came up against a few pros, let's just say. First player right there, Footwiz Goat. You guys would have known I played up against him last weekend, and this weekend he absolutely slapped me. 4-1, I believe the score was, so that was a great game. Unfortunately, we were unable to lose. And next after that, we came up against, I believe it's called Honorably, the dude's name. He watches the videos, and dude, man, like, that was just a great game. I believe he's like a New Zealand top player, and he was just playing so unbelievably out of his skin. And I believe that the first, like, sort of 40 minutes, and I think he'll agree on this, the first 40 minutes-ish was relatively even. However, guys, what happened was my Alaba decided to just auto-lunge out of nowhere, and they gave up a penalty, and then from that I just capitulated, and we managed to completely and utterly collapse to a 5-1 loss. So you guys will see actually the game stats from there, and you'll see that the game stats are relatively even. It's just that the top players, guys, they're so much more clinical, and the thing is, they expose things in your defense that you've never seen before. And that's why I really, really like playing up against these top guys, is one, you know that you're actually playing up against some good people, and you know that the matchmaking works and all this sort of good stuff. But two, on top of that, you're developing as a player, and this is what I really have to critique EA for. During divisions, I never get to play up against top players. Why isn't divisions competitive? this should be like, divisions shouldn't be like just, oh, I'm gonna go on and chill and just play up against some scrubs and win a bunch of games. No, we want to have some competitive gameplay during the week, so we can practice for weekend league. Why isn't this a thing? You guys will see, I believe maybe earlier, this is the game against my boy Honorably, and it was 5-1, and you'll see the match stats are relatively even, but he absolutely smacked me. And then this dude right here, oh my days, he is such a good player. I don't know what it was. I played up against him twice, and it was actually the 2 games I recorded. But he just knew how to kill off a game. He absolutely knew how to just shut down me. I believe I went 2-2, and then he went 3-2, and then from the 30th minute, he just killed the game, and he was just so good defensively, and I just have to give that to him. It was a bit unlucky, that deflection there from Boateng. And then I believe the second match, it was 3-3 that he managed to get back to in the 87th minute, and then he brought me to penalties and he won on penalties, so that was a top quality opponent. But yeah, it's these top players that are really, really good. I also played up against GC Chelsea, and I actually managed to win one of the games, but I feel like that game was a lot of BS towards him. So yeah, it was a bit unfortunate. But I believe he's like something like 38 or 37-3 right now. So to come away with a win in one of those matches is absolutely amazing. But yeah, just a really tough weekend. But I do have to say, the player that stood out to me the most, and I have titled the video after this dude, IF Zaha is a god. He is so good. He scores some banging long shots, but the best thing about him, guys, is the fact that he's so fast and he's got a cracking double tap, low driven shot. It's ridiculous. You'll see this is the exact same opponent. It's so good. His double tap is phenomenal. And I think, honestly, he's better than Gabriel Jesus. And that's saying something, because Gabriel Jesus is probably hyped up to be one of the best players. But yeah, you would have seen some goals from him. I believe in my last game, I scored a banging goal off a corner from him. And he was just so good. Sorry about that, guys. I just had to take a little break. My throat was getting a bit dry, and I'm still getting over this cold, so it's a bit hard on me. But yeah, no, this IF Zaha card, I don't know what it is about him, but for some reason, if you have him on his left peg, on his right peg, what a finesse shot there by Martial. But if you have him on his left peg, his right peg, he can literally just power the shot. His shot power is so good that yeah, it just ends up going into the back of the net, and it's just a crazy shot. So I'm definitely going to be using him. But the thing I found out about this formation is that the 4-1-2-1-2, because I was playing in that this entire weekend, is so narrow. And the thing is, I depend a lot on my wing play. I really like wing play in this game. So I think I'm going to go away from this team. I think Eriksen, for me, the 88 rated Eriksen that we managed to pack last week, was a bit of a liability for us, to be honest. Like, I was playing with him, I was absolutely loving his card. His finesse shots are great, all that sort of good stuff. But he's just too weak. Right here, look at the save from De Gea. Man, like, you dive the right way, and De Gea is just like, I'm not going to save it for you. And then right here, I try to put it top left, and it goes straight down the middle, and unfortunately, we lose that match. But, yeah, I don't know what it was. Eriksen wasn't doing it for me, and maybe it's because he was very isolated. He didn't have a lot of players around him, but I just felt really limited with the 4-1-2-1-2 formation. And then in this game, guys, right here, you'll see that my De Gea had 2 saves to his Lloris, and we managed to lose that game. And the thing is, like, you don't have to be angry at all these games, all these 1-0, 2-0, like 1-0, 2-0 losses, but every single loss counts. And the thing is, if I had won one more game over this loss, I would have made it to Elite this weekend, and that's the difference. That is the difference. Now, during the rest of this episode, guys, you would have seen me pick up 2 informs. They were pretty much discard, and they were decently high rated. Torreira and I believe Toloi, and I managed to pick up Toloi for 11k. He was going for 15,000 coins at the time, and I picked up Torreira for 12. So I think they were both relatively decent investments, and we're definitely going to sell them on at one point or use them in an SBC, which will be absolutely great. And in this pack right here, we're going to get a draft token. So I'm actually going to go into the draft later in the week, and we're going to have some fun in the draft. I haven't done a draft for quite a while, and since we have a free draft now, we might as well go ahead and do it. And the rest of the packs for the Elite 1 rewards were basically pretty trash, and this is leading me to think that maybe potentially what we should do is stop playing squad battles throughout the weekend league. And it could be a reason why I collapsed completely during the second half of my weekend league. You would have seen 16-3 for the first half, and then 28-12 to finish off. That's like a terrible record. That's like, I can't win 13 out of 21 games, and it's just absolutely not, like, it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work for me. So it's a bit unfortunate, but I don't think this coming up weekend I'm going to do squad battles, and we're going to see how that goes. But right here, guys, this is what I'm talking about. Inform Zaha just sprints straight through the box on his left foot, his weak foot, just gonna smack that one past his keeper, and he's gonna make that 1-0. And the thing was, the clips that you guys are seeing this weekend won't probably show it because he wasn't a prolific scorer. Like, he's not scoring every single thing, but there's just so many people around him. Pogba scores so much for me, and he's just such a good player. And Vidal as well, he scores a lot for me, and he's won me a lot of important games. And I would say that probably Martial and Zaha are my top two scorers, and then behind them we have Pogba, and on top of that, Vidal. And it's surprising because Eriksen's there, and Eriksen's like not even scoring that much. It's surprising. It's really, really surprising. But there we go, guys. We're going to finish on 28 wins for the weekend, and what that's going to put us in is a good-ish position for Elite 1. I obviously could have finished on 26 or 25 wins, but I definitely want to try and get that Elite 1 monthlies. Those 5 other red informs could be huge. But as you guys can see, Eriksen's not even getting a goal to game contribution, which was really, really surprising for me, and I think it's to do with this 65 physical, and he just can't body off plays. However, guys, Zaha, man, on the other hand, on the other side of the spectrum, man, this Zaha cut is phenomenal. 92 pace, 78 shooting, 76 passing. I put a dead eye on him, so he boosts up to like a 90 shooting and something crazy like that. And the 78 physical as well as huge, as well as 5'11". He was unbelievable for me, and it was to the point where I actually played up with him against GC Chelsea, and GC Chelsea was like, you know what, I might pick him up as a super sub. He did so well against me. Let's go. I might go ahead and pick him up. But yeah, that was pretty much it, and that's how I feel about the team, guys. So I think next weekend and the next few games, I'm gonna switch back into a 4-3-2-1, and that allows me to go back into the 4-2-3-1 as well. But on top of that, we're going to try and pick up Vieira. Now, I'm about 110,000 coins away from picking up Vieira, which is a lot of coins, don't get me wrong. But it's definitely feasible, and if I can find him on the cheap, if we can sell on some of our investments, and definitely we've got in Otamendi and Aaron Moy, who have both gone up in price, I think we could be affording him very, very soon. So next episode, guys, I think we're going to go into the draft, check out the draft, and then from that, we're going to be building our team to go into the next weekend league after that. But that's going to do it for this episode, guys. Hopefully you did enjoy. Definitely go try out that Inform Zaha. He has been so good for me, and if you're a person who likes to use and abuse those double taps, that's going to be great for you, and he's going to do well for you. But that's going to do for this episode, guys. If you did enjoy, don't forget to smash a big old thumbs up, drop a subscribe down below, and leave a comment as always. But until next time, guys, I'll see you guys in the next FIFA 18 Road to Glory episode. So see you guys next time, and peace.
Whenever your heart is broken, don't ever forget you're golden. I will find the light in your soul.